The skies are full of blazing shots. They're Rangok skies. And that is this game, the second game of this week. It's a really cool platform shooter that feels like an intense bullet hell. You don't really have any time to like recover, like you're constantly firing. Um, it's sort of hard to tell. Like, I've played a lot of shooters in my time, like a lot of classic top-down and side-scrolling shooters, and it's really hard to know what the heck is going on. It really reminds me of Beautiful Joe, the fighting game that came out on GameCube and I think it was Xbox. Like, it's hard to perceive, like, am I going to get hit by the bullets, incoming bullets, or what's going on? But I really love the music, actually. There's like an intense keyboard, sort of orchestral guitar rock. It's kind of like what Sega used to do in a lot of their games, especially their shoot 'em ups. They had this really cool heavy guitar music, and it really pumps you up like to play this. The only problem is, like, even though they have cool super moves, sort of like acidic rain to large power waves coming from your characters, there's even like a way, like you can either auto shoot, or if you ease up on the shoot button, you can have more precise aiming. Now I found, like, as soon as I eased up on the precise aiming, I found like I couldn't take out the enemies fast enough, and then I would just like crash into them. So and there's a co-op feature. I didn't get a chance to try it, unfortunately, but maybe that would make the game a lot easier. There's only like 3 to 5 levels, and I barely beat the first one with, like, I definitely used one continue. Yeah, multiple difficulties is like the biggest crime of this game, because, like, even because there's only one difficulty, like, it feels like you're playing on very hard. And like, if you could adjust it to even easy or like normal, I think it wouldn't be as intense. And like, this is definitely for like the hardcore shooters that people have been playing for years. I don't think like someone can just jump in and you know, get very far. And like, 2 continues is not enough. I don't know if many people have beaten this game. Maybe that you really have to like train to get it done, but yeah, it's a shame, because like everything else, like the designs for the enemies, the music, like especially the music, I love the graphics, like everything else is great, but the difficulty weighs this game down big time. Like, it's playable, but like, don't expect to beat the game unless you're really good. Yeah, and there's a huge emphasis on bullet canceling, but I was only able to like take out the basic bullets, and like a lot of time the way that the bullets are spread from bosses or mid bosses, like you can't cancel those bullets. You're going to get hit, and you're gonna lose ships quickly. But yeah, I used Marco. I thought he was the best. I got the furthest with Marco. I actually beat the first stage out of 5. But with Astra, like, I was just dying like right away. I didn't try the third guy, but he seemed like the heavy of the 3. Marco being average and Astra being the lightweight. But yeah, it's just, it seems to be dedicated to the truly hardcore. Like, that's the biggest problem with this game. Like, it's a shame, because like, you know, most people would love to play this. Like, it's a fun, great sounding game, looks great. But yeah, like, it seems like what I concluded after playing it is like, you cannot miss any of the power-ups in this game. Like, if you want to get anywhere in this game, you have to get every last power-up that floats towards you, which is really hard because they come at you really fast, and you don't have any time. Like in other shooters, you have time to like react, and then you can get the power up, and then you go back to shooting. So it's like, it's paced out. But this game, like, the scrolling's not paced out at all. It's very bad. It makes me think it needed more testing, because you can't quickly like shooting. Oh, there's a like item flying at you, literally flying at you, and like half the time you're gonna miss the items unless you know when they're going to arrive. So like, there's no way, unless you have this like these levels memorized, that you're gonna retain your power-ups and get them to survive and like really succeed. So that's another, like, the difficulty, and then the fact that you have to definitely get the power-ups, otherwise you're going down with your ship. Yeah, and the game really seems to punish you severely, like if you miss these power-ups, because your weapon's just too weak to take on like what feels like hundreds of enemies just swarming you constantly. Yeah, just the gameplay seems too tough for the average gamer. And like if there was a way again to like toggle the continues, toggle the number of lives in the options menu, like that wouldn't be hard for them to fix if they really want to fix it. And some people were even complaining like this game was remade from Android and ported to Steam with like barely any changes. I think it had a different name, I don't remember. But if you just do like Google reverse, you'll see that this game seems to be like a quick port. They didn't bother to change it much other than maybe the name. So yeah, like it would be so easy for them to change those things, like fix the difficulty so it's toggleable, or let you choose how many lives you start with, or choose how many continues, and like it would make this game. I didn't give it. Oh, I gave it a 7 because like I love everything. The difficulty is just too punishing. You know, 7 for effort, lack of pacing, lack of toggleable lives. It's not an introductory shooter, unfortunately. It's just something that like, hey, I played this game, but hey, like it's way too hard for me to like progress. So yeah, it wouldn't be blue skies all the way. It would just be like, you know, red skies and acid rain. So keep on gaming. Bye.